Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tara Jones, financial success coach and lifestyle designer, and welcome back to the Your Pretty Pennies YouTube channel. I am so excited to be back making videos. This is like something I'm absolutely passionate about, running my mouth, talking, inspiring women, uplifting women, sharing wisdom and my values and my beliefs, and also confirming yours. And that's what the Your Pretty Pennies YouTube channel is all about. I had took a break for a couple of months. I was actually off to a really great start, and then I got engaged, right? I got engaged in the beginning of August, and it kind of threw everything off because I always wanted to be married at a particular time of year. And so because I got engaged in August, it kind of threw me into wedding planning mode and also family blending and different things like that, because my fiance has 2 kids and I have 1. And so I'm pretty excited, such an exciting season, and I had to just take a step back from everything, reprioritize what's important, add some new people and things and traditions in my life and in my schedule, and then pick up the YouTube channel and other things like that after, right? Here on this channel, we talk about manifesting, creating and manifesting the lifestyle that you desire. And that means, looking at your life holistically and saying what's important, what's going to get most of my time, what's going to get least of my time, what's most important, what's least important. As you may know, for me, my children and my family is most important. Business comes second, a close second, but it comes second because I'm really, really passionate about my brand and about the women that I'm called to talk to and inspire and to motivate and to educate. So you ladies are a close second. Don't get it twisted. So I had to take a step back in order to get my bearings on the home front and the wedding front, because girl, this wedding planning, it's going good, but I see why some people lose their mind, but I refuse to lose mine, right? I am a lifestyle designer, which means I create the lifestyle that I desire. I create the schedule that I desire. I create the ambiance I desire. I create the mood, the vibe of my life that I desire. And so, therefore, I won't let something as simple as a one-day wedding stress me out or whatever. Like, this wedding is going to get what it's going to get, and it's going to be a beautiful wedding, but it does not need to be stressful. All right, say all that to say, hey y'all, I'm back, right? And today we're going to be talking about manifesting your desires, my top 5 tips on manifesting your desires. And so I get this a lot because not only do I run the Your Pretty Pennies brand and YouTube channel, but I also have a group of ladies that I meet with every other week through my church. It's actually my fiance's church that I'm joining once we get married. His mom has already put me to work, and so she has me leading the women's ministry for like young women or whatever. And so the topic that we talked about last week was so powerful that I had to share this with my ladies. And this is the video I wanted to start with as like my little comeback video, right? Because manifesting is such a buzzword right now, but oftentimes people come to me and say, I hear you say, manifest the lifestyle you desire, create the life you desire. You're a lifestyle designer. What does that mean? And so for me, I want to give you the tips. I want to kind of take you behind the scenes of what I do on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, that literally has allowed me to transform my life over the last 2 years or so, financially over the last 10 years, but in other areas of my life in the last 2 to 3 years, especially with my relationships, with my spiritual life, with my health, with my fitness, with my mental health. All of those things have leveled up as well, not just myself financially. And so I want to use my platform, the Your Pretty Pennies platform, to shine light on all of that. We're going beyond finances, and we're going to talk about faith. We're going to talk about family. We're going to talk about femininity, being beautiful, keeping yourself up, constantly leveling up in your life, constantly leveling up in your career, your business, in your home life, in your relationships, in your friendships, in your family, everything. Nothing is off limits, right? Here, I am called to serve women who wants no stone left unturned, who wants a lit life, who wants a beautiful life, who wants to really walk out Matthew 6:33, which is seek ye first the kingdom of God and all our desires will be added onto us, right? Receiving our desires, manifesting our desires left and right. All right, so let's jump right in. The first thing that I do in order to manifest my desires, I create a personal vision statement. I know y'all are tired of me talking about this, but this is literally a game changer. Like, this is step number one. Number one is between now and 12 months from now, let's say from the time you're watching this video, go 12 months ahead, and I want you to write down in the following areas, what do you want to see happen in your life in the next 12 months? In your health, so that includes fitness, mental health, physical health, emotional health, right? In your family, that could be inside your home, that could be with your extended family. For me, I healed and overcame a lot of struggles and hurt and unforgiveness with my mother, right? And I've healed relationships with my siblings and kind of even took them to the next level. Not necessarily healed them, but just took them to the next level and became more intentional. I'm very intentional with the relationship with my children, right? Not only do I have one that I birthed, but I have two more that is coming into my life now that we're married, right? My relationship with my fiance, my relationship with my dad, with my grandmother has transformed. What do you want to see in the next year in your relationships, in your friendships, right? In your love life? Again, we're talking about with your spouse, your husband. If you are single, what do you want your dating life to look like, your courtship life? And trust me, I'm going to do a video about that because, ladies, I'm just going to say this right here. I'm just going to put this right here, and I'm going to leave it for another video. Stop being a girlfriend if you want to be a wife. A lot of people came up to me and was like, oh my goodness, I didn't even know you were dating someone. I didn't even know you had somebody in your life, and now you're engaged in less than 9 months. Yes, because I didn't allow him to make me his girlfriend. The only thing I offered him was friendship and courtship until he was ready to make a commitment, right? Once you give me a commitment, then you can claim me. Right? Then you could say, hey, yeah, that's my girl. Yeah, we getting married. Yeah, she's mine. But until then, you're not going to be stringing me along for years and years at a time. Been there, done that, right? Got the t-shirt. I know we can agree. Been there, done that. So we're not going to do that. What about your career or your business? So if you are a lady who's out in corporate or in the workforce or whatever you're doing, leveling up in your business and moving and excelling in your career, what goals do you have within the next 12 months? What about your business? If you want to become a full-time entrepreneur, work from home, like I always suggest women to work from home unless they have a higher calling or a higher purpose, like, medicine or, something like that, to where, or a lawyer or an athlete or something like that, to where you have to be outside the home in order to function. You have to be somebody else's workplace versus creating your own. Either way, either avenue, whether you're working from home or you are working at an office or somewhere else, what do you want it to look like in the next 12 months? What level do you want to get to in your finances, right? How much money do you want to save? How much debt do you want to pay off? Do you want a new home? Do you want to upgrade your car? What do your financial goals look like? Spirituality. Do you need to start reading the Bible more? Do you need to be in attendance at church more? Do you want to start tithing more and giving more on a consistent basis? Do you want to establish and go deeper in your relationship with the Lord? Do you want to start speaking in tongues? Like, there's so many different spiritual goals that we can start setting for ourselves. And for me, my spiritual life has increased tremendously once I start putting energy to it. Right? Oftentimes we'll set goals for our business. We'll set goals for our brand. We'll set goals for health, for finances, but we don't set goals for our spiritual life, for our walk with God, for deepening our relationship with the Lord, right? So make sure that is on the list. Hobbies and fun. Ladies, we are the salt of the earth. We bring beauty to this world. You got to have fun. Right? We got to lighten up. We got to have fun, especially in this day and age where everybody is so politically charged. Everything is so politically charged or racially charged. It's time for us to sit back, drop back into our feminine and look good, have fun, be childlike. There's a time and a place to be a boss woman. There's a time and a place to be a social activist. There's a time and a place for all of that. But there's also a time and a place for self-care, for fun, for excitement, for hobbies, right? For just chilling. For just being who God created us to be, which is the beauty of the earth. All right. So I want you to create your personal vision statement. I want you to do it tonight or as soon as you're done watching this video. Do not wait, because this is going to be a game changer. I want you to write in present tense exactly what you desire to see or to be. And you got to write it in present tense. For example, I am earning $60,000 per year. I am driving a new Honda. I don't know what type of cars are out there, right? I'm driving a new Range Rover. I am having, weekends with my mother where we go shopping and we don't argue, and my mother is completely blah, 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 blah. And my dad and my grandmother and me and my children, we do this every weekend. We have a great relationship. My children are excelling in school, in your career. I am sealing the deal on these amount of wholesale orders, or I have these many clients a month that are seeking my services easily and quickly. Whatever that looks like in each area. I am 20 pounds lighter. I am 150 pounds. I have a body mass index of 22%. Like whatever it looks like as far as those goals in each area, write them in present tense. All right. And then I want you to get on your computer, or you can write it, either one, and write it neatly. Write it all out for each area. I want you to write it in paragraph form, like you're telling a story about who you are 12 months from now. But again, you're going to write it in present tense. Not I will, I wish, I want, I have. Nope. We're writing it in present tense. And then I want you to post it. Type it out, print it, or write it out. Take it out your notebook. And I want you to post it somewhere, preferably your bathroom mirror. And I want you to read it every morning. When I tell you this is a game changer, sis, such a game changer. Then I want you to read every morning, every night, and I want you to just, after you're done reading it, I want you to start visualizing yourself as that person. And you're going to start creating and making decisions based on the person that you are reading, your future self, right? Yourself from 12 months from now. So let's say, for example, if you are 20 pounds lighter, and you are met with, am I going to pig out on the holidays? Or am I going to have several cheat meals a week versus one? Well, a person who's 20 pounds lighter, how do they eat? Do they eat like how they want to, or do they eat very disciplined, right? A person who's getting clients left and right easily and without much struggle, how often are they showing up in their business? And when they do show up in their business, at what level of excellence, right? So you have to start to make decisions and start to see yourself from a place to where you want to be, not where you are now. The person who wants a great relationship with her children and more time freedom, how is she showing up in her home? Right? A person who wants a great love life, a person who wants a great courtship, how is she showing up in that courtship? Right? You don't want to be single next year, but yet you don't go anywhere. The cable guy is not coming knocking at your door and he fine as why. And he's spiritually grounded and generous and all these other things. You got to put yourself out there. So how are you going to put yourself out there? You got to make decisions from the place that you want to be. All right? So number 2, law of attraction, aka ask, believe, receive. Now, God is the creator, the original creator of the universe, and therefore he put these universal laws at play for it to work in our favor. God is the creator of the world. He created the universe. The universe is here to serve us and grant us the desires of our heart. Unless somebody knows something I don't know, stuff just don't be falling out the sky. God uses things here in this earth realm, in this physical realm, to give us and to deliver us what we desire. So you have to get used to the ask, believe, and receive motto, which is you ask for something once. You go into prayer. You say, Lord, I really need, don't even say that. Lord, I am desiring 5 new clients a month at $1,000 each for them, or $500 each, $250 each, however what you're doing. God, I am asking for the way to increase my income $10,000 a month a year, $20,000 a month a year, $1,000 more a month. God, I'm asking for the ability to save for a down payment or to buy my first home. Whatever that looks like, ask God what you want in all these areas of your life. You ask him once, right? And you don't come begging. You come boldly. You come boldly to the throne, the Bible says, and ask your Father what you want. And this is a game changer, ladies, because we have to look at God not as how our earthly father may or may not have treated us, right? Especially to the women, and I was telling this in my ladies group, especially to the women who necessarily didn't grow up with their father in the home. It is very hard for them to have like this father-daughter relationship with God. And you absolutely need that, because you have to put God as Abba Father, which means you see him as your father. And as your father, you know that he is a better parent to you than you are to your children or future children. And so if your future children need something and you have the ability to give it to them, you're going to give it to them, right? And if you don't, and if it's not good for them, you won't give it to them, right? And so God does the same thing to us, ladies. He adores us. He desires to grant us the desires of our heart, especially if we are seeking the kingdom and we are obedient. Yes, you got to be obedient to tap into that promise. You can't just be out here living in sin. Read your Bible, open up your book, put that on your spiritual list, or your spiritual list under your goals, if that's what you need to do, if you don't really understand what God says about different things and different ways of life. Open up your Bible, because you will see it. But also, you got to understand that he desires to grant you the desires of your heart as long as you be obedient. That is a promise, right, that you can stand on. And so when you go before him in prayer and say, thank you, Lord, I already know you about to open this way. I already know you know what I'm in need of or what I desire. Thank you so much. And every time you pray to him about that situation, you just thank him. You're not even asking. You're just thanking him. Anytime you ask him once and thank him, and you go into the believe mode, which means every time you wake up, you're like, I'm believing and I have complete faith that God is going to grant me the desires of my heart according to his will, right? If it's not good for me, he ain't going to give it to me, or he's going to develop me into being able to handle what I'm asking for, one or the other. And so you go into belief saying, either he's going to grant me the desires of my heart, or he's going to get me prepared and then grant me the desires of my heart. Either way, I'm ready and I'm accepting of what is to come. And then you receive it. Again, ladies, we have to become better receivers. And this is step number 5. I put it twice on my list about how to manifest your desires. You have to be able to receive better. We are physically made to receive, and men are physically made to give. Yes, we do give, but we should be receiving way more than we give. Receiving wisdom, receiving leadership, receiving help, receiving money, receiving gifts, receiving anything that we desire, receiving our desires, receiving creativity, receiving inspiration and motivation. There are so many things that we are called to receive. We are literally receptacles. And so it's crazy that we, as a society nowadays, which I truly think we're kind of getting back to what God says a woman is supposed to be and how she's supposed to move and operate in this world. But there's still a lot of women that are operating in their masculine energy more than their feminine energy, and then they're literally blocking what God is giving them, because you have to receive what you're asking for. If you are a giver all the time, you're giving advice, you're giving off energy, you're giving off time, you hustling, you grinding, you doing all these other things, and you don't just step back, and if somebody tries to give you something, no, I'm good, no, I got it, no, I can do it. Oh, this whole thing, somebody give you a compliment, you're rejecting a compliment. Somebody try to give you somebody, no, I'm good, I don't need your money. Somebody want to watch your kids, no, I don't need nobody to watch my kids, I got it. Receive. God is going to use people to get to you, to grant you the desires of your heart. So wake up every day with the expectation of, my desires are going to be met today. My desires are going to be granted today. And so I take a conscious effort and I'm looking into the world ready to receive whatever God has for me and whatever he's trying to give me. All right. Number 3, speak life and only speak what you want to see. My mentor calls it hitting the override button. Again, going back to step 1, you are going to be reading every day what you desire to see in your life. And then you're going to be met with reality on a daily basis after you're done reading that. That's okay. Your job is to focus on what you read, not focus on reality. Like my pastor, Dr. Jerome Glenn, always say what you see in your mind on that paper, how you see yourself. Say what you see until you physically see what you say. So say what you see until you see what you say, which means you're not going to keep rehearsing all the negative things that happen to you. There's no need to keep venting. There's no need to keep talking about the past. It's done. It's over with. The only thing that needs to come out of your mouth is things that's going to speak what you have written down on your goal list, what you have written down on your vision statement, your personal vision statement, until that becomes into existence. That's the only thing we're reciting. I don't care what my child's father did. I don't care what my fiance did last week. I don't care what my mother said. I don't care what my boss did. I don't care what that client did. The only thing that I ruminate and I focus on and I talk about is what I desire to see. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's the whole reason why I have you create that personal vision statement, because when somebody try to get you arguing and trying to lower your frequency until you start blocking your own blessings, that's going to be a new video talking about the different habits that we need to break that's blocking us from manifesting what we desire. You literally got to stop getting down on people's levels, right? And if you have not studied the laws of the universe and metaphysics and things like that, I highly suggest that you get into it, because it's a real thing. It's science. I'm a science major. It's science. It's physics, right? But if you start lowering your frequency and your vibration and lowering your energy, you are less likely to receive, recognize, or manifest what it is that you desire. So while you think having a little innocent argument with your husband or fiance or your coworker is innocent and it's minor, what you are doing is you are blocking the way for you to see and for you to manifest what it is that you desire. So you have to stop being triggered. You have to stop making it a point to prove somebody wrong. I could care less what somebody's doing. You're not going to change hearts. God changes hearts, not you. Right? When God leads you to give advice, give advice. But it is not up to you to argue somebody down, tell them what they're doing wrong, tell them this, tell them that. You give it to God and you keep it moving and you keep manifesting. That is your job on a daily basis, not to be correcting anybody, not to be arguing with anyone, not to be proving yourself right. The only thing that you should be doing every day is focusing on what you are manifesting for you, your children, your household, your family, your church, your country, your neighborhood, whoever it is. All those things you're believing for, and you focus on God, seeking the kingdom, seeking the kingdom, seeking the kingdom. That's your job as a woman. That's your job. It is not your job to be trying to go back and forth in people's business, arguing with people. It's not. Cut it out. Ask, believe, receive. Step number 4, make faith moves. Make faith moves is so key. Now, I'm going to get into a video about this, like so many things, because it's already 23 minutes long, the video. So I can't go into this in too much detail, but I really want to kind of tell my backstory and how making faith moves have allowed me to manifest so much faster. But essentially what this is it is your belief amplified. It's showing God that you're believing for what he's saying, that you believe that he's going to grant you your desires of your heart. So for example, if you ask God for a better car or a car, let's say for example you don't have a car and you're asking God for a car. Clean out your garage or clean out your parking spot, right? You're making the way and saying, I know God is going to ask me for this. I know God is going to grant my heart this, grant me this desire of my heart, right? If you are asking God for a business idea, a really lucrative business idea, because you want to start working from home or working your own business, or you want to start, doing something on your own and creating another stream of income. What can you do that goes along with business, right? Start looking up good business coaches. Start looking up a good business planner. Start looking up, researching what it's like to manage a business at a higher level, right? You start putting those moves out front. Start getting business books. You want to go up a level in your finances? Start reading books on finances. Don't wait till God grants you the money, because you want to know how to manage the money before it even comes to you. So when it comes to you, you don't let it go again. You don't spend it all again. You don't blow it all again. You don't lose it all again, right? So start making those faith moves, right? Start putting on your calendar before you even have the clients that you got a client call today, that you got a client call next week, that you got a speaking engagement next month, right? Put it on your calendar on a Saturday morning, say speaking engagement. And then put a line that's open. That's another thing that I did. And those things start filling in because I had faith moves. I said to the Lord, this is exactly what I want. This is how many speaking engagements I want. This is how many clients I want. This is everything that I desire. I start filling in my calendar according to what I asked for, not what I see right now. Game changer. And step number 5, I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it again. Receive. Receive, ladies. If somebody gives you $1, thank you, right? Thank you. Somebody gives you a compliment, thank you. If somebody wants to help you, thank you. Receive it. If somebody wants to help you with your children, thank you. If your child's father who was absent come tomorrow and say, I want to pick up the kids, yes, right? Every little thing helps you, right? Use everything. Think of everything as a way of granting you the desires of your heart. If your mom said, I want to take the kids today, and you say, oh, no, I'm good. I'm going to use you later. I'm going to see if you can watch them later. I wanted to do something next week. No. Let your grandparents come pick up your kids, or your parents come pick up your kids, and then you could be working on that business plan. You could be working on self-care, right? You could be doing so many other things. If somebody wants to bless you financially, don't reject it. If somebody wants to give you some financial wisdom, don't reject it, right? We have to receive. If somebody holds your door open, receive. This is all strengthening your muscles for receiving. Keep strengthening your muscles for receiving, so when those big things start coming, when the man that you desire to start coming, receive him. Right? When the branding and the business ideas, you start executing because you can identify that this is God giving you the desires of your heart. This is one of the steps. All right? All right, so step number 1, personal vision statement. Do that today. Don't wait. Do it today. Step number 2, ask, believe, and receive. Step number 3, speak life and only say what you see until you see what you say. Number 4, make faith moves. Be bold, right? Step into what you're desiring. Start making way for it. Start making plans for it, because you know God is going to manifest it. You know He's going to grant you the desires of your heart. And step number 5, strengthen your receiving muscles. Let that man open up your door. Let somebody help you with your children. Let somebody come carry your groceries in the house. Ask for somebody to help you carry your groceries in the house. Receive, receive, receive. All right, ladies, thank you so much for watching today. This is going out on a Wednesday. You can catch me back here next Wednesday. I'm going to try to put out more videos throughout the week, but for sure on Wednesdays, come back to my YouTube channel, the Your Pretty Pennies YouTube channels, for the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.